Good morning. Today is Wednesday and it is June 4th. I just posted my short. It's uploading in my daily weigh-in that I've been doing since April 1st. My name is Laura and my channel is Laura Talk Softer. Anyway, so today when I stepped on the scale, much to my surprise, the scale was up, one of the biggest jumps I've had. And so I looked back at the data sheets, so let me show you. So see, this was yesterday was 174.8, but today was 177.8. Now that 65, that's next to that 4, is day 65 of me doing this daily weigh-in. And then there's a second scale, and it was up, from yesterday, as you can see. And then the numbers on the side, that's how many days till Christmas. Because Christmas is my goal to get to some type of stability. Not sure what it is, where I want my weight to be. But anyway, so I did the math on it, and I hope I did the math right. So the first scale was up 3 pounds, and the second scale was up 1.4 pounds. That's, these two scales, one will be up and one will be down. And you can see through the data, the, pink or red is down and up and the same, and they hardly ever really match. But that is not really relevant because it's giving me an idea what my weight is doing. Anyway, when I go back on my data sheets when I started, I can see that on April 24th, I had my biggest jump. And so I did the math on that, and the biggest jump was, it had been 2.6 pounds on one scale, first scale, and 2 pounds on the second scale. So for sure, scale number 1 here has had the largest jump, not scale number 2. So I'm going to put that in there. Well, scale number 2 had a larger jump too. Anyway, I'm kind of processing this as I'm making this video. So so I'm going to write big jump on here because then I know, so it was April 24th, if I saw right. Yep. And so now today is June 4th, and it's, done it again where it's like when you look at, like, my weight will go down, 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 and it'll jump usually a little bit, and then maybe stable, down, 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 and that's all normal, I used to always talk to my grandchildren, about, perseverance and struggle and stuff, and then I would bring up different stories, and I would talk to them about those Chilean miners, if you ever want to hear a story of people that, managed to survive, when they were trapped in the mine. They lived off of very little. They lost a lot of weight, but the fact that they didn't starve to death, just shows how, like, amazing our bodies are, and that you're not going to, if you're healthy, you're not going to continue every day losing weight, and if you see yourself every day, like losing weight, you might want to look at what you're, consuming or your general health. But so, it fluctuated and it went back up. So I'm curious to see what tomorrow will be. Now I think back, did I eat like something that would make that much of a fluctuation? And I do eat these tortilla chips that I'll have, and they're like salted, and I got to the end of the bag, and I don't know, I think there was more salt at the end of the bag of these big bags of chips that I just have a little bit with, so I have something crunchy that's like chippy. I ate a lot of vegetables yesterday. I did not consume, any different than any other day. The only thing is that it was the end of the bag. And the funny thing, I don't know if my husband's watching this, when I was going to bed last night, I looked at my ankles and I thought, my ankles look swollen. I told him my legs look kind of swollen. And he's like, oh, no, they don't. You look like you have more muscle in your leg or some crazy thing, because I do take walks and do stuff. And but I didn't do anything unusual. It's just, that's what my body does. And I've talked on other videos about, I do have salt sensitivity. I felt like I've been doing good not having big fluctuations all the time. So that's like a win, but we'll see what happens. And I think I have to watch maybe the end of the bag chips that are kind of more saltier, or that bag, I don't know, lick the bottom of the bag and it's salt. All right. So I hope y'all have a good day. I'm going to upload this. My phone takes like this might get uploaded or it might say error failed. We'll see what happens. Right now, my phone is uploading the short of the weigh-in, and I think I got the date and the day right this time because I messed up on that for the weigh-in. But I think I put that it was April 4th and not April 24th because looking at these sheets. But yeah, keeping track of your weight, daily has at first I thought like, okay, I can do it, and I'm glad I have, because it just really does let me know what's going on, and just watch the overall, if I charted it, it's going down, and then there's little glitches. It goes up and then it stabilizes. So that's what weight does. Has anybody else ever done that? Anyway, don't want to make this too long. Have a good day. I got 2 more days that I got to feed Tootsie. I've been feeding a cat and watering a garden across town. So I got my outfit on that I did a video on that helps me repel or keep mosquitoes from flying under my clothes, I guess. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.